Right, in this video today, I'm going to be going over why I think personal branding is really important, whether or not you run an online business or even a physical business. Just when you're building a business, personal branding, I think, is super important. And it's helped me in many different ways, ways you wouldn't even think it actually does help. And it actually does bring a lot to the table when you're running a business in terms of just personal growth and also business growth. So that's what I'm going to be going over. I'm going to be going over why it's important, a couple of reasons of like benefits for it, my personal experience of actually doing my own personal brand like I'm doing now. And just for context, if anyone's joining and they're new today, my name's Joe. I run a marketing agency that solely focuses on lead generation for tree surgeons. And I've been running it now for 2 years, but in the last 6 months, I've really toned in and took it seriously. For the past like year and a half, anyway, I was sort of fucking around, not really doing what I was meant to be doing, doing all the tasks that aren't actually going to push the needle forward or just kick the camera there. But yeah, just for context, if you're joining new. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. For anyone who actually doesn't know what a personal brand is, it is how you portray yourself and give others a perspective on you online. So for example, you must have seen multiple different people. For example, me right now, this is me personal branding, because this is me using my personality and other traits of me to put across either my experience or also showcase what I'm doing. So you guys would have a perspective on me, and that's basically what personal branding is. Now, there's a couple things that I think, anyway, why a personal brand is important, and one of them is that it actually builds confidence in yourself and actually puts you in a way that it basically puts you in a situation where you're going to have to get comfortable on camera. You're not going to be comfortable on camera at all. You're not going to be confident at the start in terms of putting yourself out there on a camera, where if you put it up on TikTok, millions of people can see it. It's going out there, and that's quite a scary thing to do. But I think it's important to get over that bit and start posting, because all that hate you think you're going to get, you actually don't. You get some hate here and there and bits and pieces like that. That's always going to come whether or not it's on a TikTok video or whether or not it's in real life. People are going to hate you, or they're going to not really like you. But the amount of support that you will get at the start is massive. And I will come on to that in my personal experience. But I just think for a confidence boost, or building your confidence on camera, has many different positives in general, because one, you're sort of putting yourself out there to a load of people that you don't know. So you're already speaking to people that you don't know. It's like, imagine you put 100 people in a room. Like, would you be able to do that? No, that's quite scary. But on TikTok, it's only over a camera, so it's a little bit different. But you're still speaking to 100 people there. So that's building confidence, and people like your confidence. That boosts your confidence a little bit. And it's just really good. And I mean, for me as an agency owner, being confident on camera is massive, because I've got to actually do Loom videos for people. I've got to do VSL videos if I want to do ads where I'm actually talking. Personal brand for my actual business, like my branding for the business as well. Me putting my face on there, talking through how Facebook ads work for these companies. It really helps. So that's why I think it's really good for confidence. Next thing is why I think it's important is because it helps with networking. Now, throughout my experience with actually doing a personal brand, me actually having that status there, or let's not call it a status, because I don't like calling it that, but me having videos of me building a business brings a little bit more respect in the world of people that are already doing business and they're already running businesses, and they're a little bit better here, and they sort of see someone, oh, he's trying to do this, that's really cool. They give you like some tips, you get talking to them, and you build more connections throughout actually running a personal brand. You speak to other people who are trying to create a personal brand as well, who are on the same sort of level as you, building a business. You sort of can really relate with them, because you're maybe stuck at some low views, and you start talking to them, and then throughout your journey you get more and more friendly with them. You share business ideas. You never know, you could even meet your business partner as someone that you've just connected with on TikTok or Instagram, because you've built that personal brand behind you, because they've seen you. If you're just, think of it like this: if you're just going to sit in your room and build a business, who's going to know about it, right? The only or how are you expecting to network with people if you're just going to sit in your room and build the business? Because you're not going to have anyone realistically to speak to. You're not going to have any personal connections with other business owners. And for you to actually get help, you have to go out there and maybe get some help. But sometimes people don't take people seriously if they don't know who you are. And if you're like just got an Instagram profile with like literally nothing on it that says you're running a business, people aren't going to be more inclined to help you unless you're paying for them. So I found that networking through social media has been really useful, and I think it's something that you should definitely take away from this, is that build a personal brand and also connect with people through that personal brand. Connect with people that are like you, and you'll find it a lot easier and a lot more fun actually building a brand because you feel a bit more involved in the business world, if that makes sense. It's just from what I think anyway. Now, following on from the networking, I just wanted to put in here as well, it actually opens up a lot more opportunities for you with personal brand. Now, what do I mean by an opportunity? Now, this could be anything, business related, personal related. Yeah, it does create more opportunities for you because it sort of comes in with the networking. Who you're networking with, you may get really, really friendly, and it's a case of then you might move into another section, or maybe you get an opportunity to actually monetize your audience, or you think, oh, I've got something really good here, I can maybe push it in a different direction, and your personal brand could go in that direction, which can make you some more money or help your business further, or just personal growth, and you can just help others, maybe build a community. There's lots of different avenues that a personal brand can take you, and it all starts from you actually starting, but you won't actually know where you're going to go until you actually do start. So what I mean by opportunities is just through the networking, you could find a couple people and then you can maybe go on to another business idea or something like that. If you're sort of businessy like me, that's what I found was really useful, and it's really fun to do because you're just talking to people that are so like you in terms of the business, because they're trying to create a business as well. You're trying to create a business. You're trying to create a personal brand. You're really on that same level. You can share these experiences and you build really good connections, which again, good connections equals better opportunities, I think, anyway. So I wanted to add this bit in here, which is my actual personal experience from when I started my personal brand, because I think some of you may be watching and you may want to start a personal brand, but you don't know where to start. But I mean, I thought I'd tell a little bit about my experience. So I started my personal brand 6 months into thinking I was going to start this agency, and I done the typical. I thought I was the guru without having the information and doing what I was saying I was going to do. So what I mean by that is, I'm sure I'm going to put a video in here of what it used to be like anyway. Best way to start scaling your SMMA business today. Start on Upwork and build up small ticket clients, as it is a warmer lead source. When you have built up enough small ticket clients to be able to afford a first, I basically was trying to tell people to do things that I weren't doing. Because I thought it's what all entrepreneurs should be doing, like all this morning routine stuff, all this, you should be waking up at this time, you should be going to the gym, trying to post all these different things. Oh, you need to use these softwares, you need to use this, you need to use that, without me doing those things myself. I was telling people what to do, like I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. I was literally 6 months into my journey. I was the most useless person in an agency at the start. I did not know what I was doing, but I was trying to tell other people what to do on TikTok and hoping that I'd get some views. I don't know where I was going with it, to be fair, if I'm totally honest. But it was only, I think, I posted consistently every single day. I was posting so much. I was getting some really good responses from it, but I just didn't feel myself that I should be telling people what to do. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to go away and I'm going to start actually running the business. I stopped the whole personal branding for another 6 months, 5 or 6 months. And I just completely stopped it. And then I actually went back on to watch the videos that I used to post. And oh my God, did I have this sense of embarrassment of what the hell was I doing? Now I know all of this as well. I wasn't doing any of that now. I'm doing that now, but I'm just not documenting it. And I just went through, deleted all of those videos. I was like, fuck this. I'm not fucking watching those. I can't have those up there. That's like really embarrassing. I've probably still got some on my phone that I will probably just pop up on here just to show you an example of it, because it was awful. It was absolutely awful. So that's when I sort of decided, right, I want to go a little bit different this time, and I do want to start the personal branding, but I don't know what to do. I went through all these different things. I want to do it like this, want to do it like that, want to do it like this, and I procrastinated for about 3 months before I even started it up again. And I was actually doing cold calls at the time, and I literally just joined Jordan Platten's course, and I was getting mentored, and I was getting getting cold calls. Oh no, it was just before, actually, just before. I was sort of really in a rut, and I was doing cold calling, trying to get my first client. And I was filming the cold calls just to sort of see what I was doing wrong. I thought, why don't I post the cold calls, because they're quite raw in terms of footage, and that's sort of what I was going for with a personal brand. I wanted to go with something quite raw, show the actual experience, because I don't really see that on my TikTok quite a lot. I normally see people that have already made it sort of explaining how they done it. I thought, why not show what's actually going on right now with cold calling? And it's a massive thing anyway. Loads of agencies are doing it. I thought, okay, I'll film them. And I started posting them. I started getting quite a fair few views. And I mean, people were liking it. I was going out, all my mates, all people that I didn't even know before, or haven't seen in a while, were going, oh, do you know what? That's really cool. Really like that. And it actually built some confidence in me. I was like, oh, cool. People resonate with this and like this. The only thing with cold calling videos that you will get the odd, I don't know what sector they're in sales, but people that have sort of got through the shit stage of sales and are quite good at cold calling, but they think now they can criticize you to fill their own ego. And that happens quite a lot when you do the cold calling. People are going to tell you you're fucking shit. Oh, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? No, say that, say this. And you just got to block it out. But that was sort of my experience in terms of what was happening on the TikTok, and I was getting quite a lot of views. I was posting them. I was posting the not only the winning cold calls, but the shit cold calls as well, where people tell me to fuck off, and all these bits and pieces. And it was just, I felt a little bit better in the personal brand, and just from that itself, like what that brung me is confidence in my cold calling. People giving positive feedback, people teaching me exactly how to cold call as well, giving me tips. It gave me so much, especially meeting some of the people I've met in certain sales areas, other agency owners, is all through these cold calling videos. And literally, I've got like quite a few agency friends now, which I never thought I'd have. I thought it'd be quite lonely, but having them is so useful. Speaking to them about your agency instead of speaking to anyone else that isn't running one is like a complete different thing. So if you are starting an agency, and you haven't started that personal brand yet, even just starting off with the cold calling videos, it's something you can do. Or I'm sure if you do cold calls, you might film them anyway. But then I've sort of slightly moved on to doing this now, where I thought, okay, I'm going to document my journey, and this is where I am now with a personal brand. But the main purpose of this video today, and what I've just gone over with that experience, is the actual importance of it. And it's almost delayed gratification, because like now I realise how much I've actually got from it. But back then I was thinking I'd post a TikTok video, I was hoping it'd get over 1,000 views, and I was like, literally don't know why I'm doing this, because I'm not getting any clients from it, I'm not getting anything like that. But it wasn't for the clients. Now I think of it, it wasn't for the clients, it was for my own personal experience. I can go back there now and watch those videos and be like, wow, that's really cool. Even though I'm still going to do these videos now, but like looking at the ones back then, it's really cool to watch, because it's like, oh cool, let's see how far you've come. And it's almost like a motivation booster. And I was literally, I spoke to one of the reasons why I started this YouTube is because of a agency owner I met through TikTok. His name was Conrad. Awesome guy. Like, honestly, go check out his channel. He gives some real raw SMMA stuff and videos, and he's doing really, really well at the moment. And it's really cool because he's documented his journey from the start, and I'm like, I wish I'd done that. But then I was like, oh, well, I can just start now, and that's what I want to do here. And I want to share my experiences, share exactly what's going on, how and that's why I sort of thought this video would be quite good, because personal branding is what I'm doing currently, and it's helped me in multiple ways of meeting people and actually progressing in my business. I know I have just waffled on quite a lot there and I've gone quite off topic, but as I said, this is the main purpose. It's just the personal branding is super important. And so, yeah, I mean, if you can take anything from this video today, it would be to actually just start that personal brand. And I've explained why it's important, the opportunities that you get from it, the confidence that you build from it, and also I've shared my experience in terms of how it started and how it's going. And I'm going to keep going because it's something that's really helped me. And again, all those things of why I think it's important is because it's all happened to me and it's my personal experience in doing that. So that's why I thought I'd come on here and share it, because I think you guys should start it too if you're starting a business. By all means, you don't have to, because I know some people don't want a quiet sort of life. They don't want to document that stuff in bits and pieces. But honestly, it's really useful. Even if you document it and don't post it, it's really useful because you can go back and see exactly what happens. So that's it for today. I know I have rambled on quite a lot. If you like this type of content, give a subscribe. Like this content, cool. Drop a comment if you want to see anything different, any certain experience that you might be going through right now that you want me to touch on. So fine. The next video will be an agency update because I've got a couple of things coming. So yeah, see you in the next video.